start. Taught me how to keep my word, playing old guitar. Mama was a welder, worked her days in old blue jeans. She taught us all about hard work, how to chase after a dream. She said if they don't like you, that's just how some people are. Worry about yourself, my son, and it'll take you far. This old world goes round, it won't show you how to earn what you need. If you got a hungry mouth to feed, get up on your feet.
There he is.
Hey, can you hear me? Sorry for being a little late on here, guys.
Jesse Daniel, his summer glory.
Yeah, that's right.
Where are you coming to us from, Jesse?
I'm coming from Central Texas right now.
Central Texas. I love it.
Yeah.
Nice, man. How's life on the road these days?
Oh, it's been really good, man. Everything's been really good. Great shows, great turnouts and everything, and so happy to be busy.
Love to hear it, Jesse. Jesse, by the way, the new LP for my audience, Counting the Miles, is out now. It's wonderful. Jesse, gotta ask you, are you one of those guys that can memorize the lyrics to songs very easily? Like, if you are at a party in Nashville or in Austin or whatever, and someone says, hey, what about this song? Can you break into it?
Yeah, pretty easily. I think that's kind of like just a musician's, or songwriter's thing. It kind of depends on what the song is, but yeah, I'd say I have a good kind of gift for that.
Yeah, because being a lead singer, let's face it, Jesse, your craft has to be, you just have to be a wordsmith, and you constantly have that in your head. But do you ever have one of those nightmares that you go like, crap, I'm on stage and I forgot the lyrics? Do you ever get into like that, that mindset?
Oh, definitely. It's happened to me before. Definitely. It's, even sometimes I think it happens more with the songs that I know the best, Yeah. Sometimes you'll just get in your own head and it'll kind of, escape you for a minute.
Man, Jesse, I can't imagine where all those lyrics are stored in your head. I got to tell you. But, Jesse, years, I love that video of you online of Old Montana. I think you booked it here. You at these here in Nashville. I don't know where you did it, but it's such a beautiful song. And my dear friend Britt Taylor, she opened a few shows for you, and she said your live shows are magical. They're like ephemeral, like the magical energy in your shows is very special because of your history, Jesse. Coming out of jail, overcoming addiction, all that stuff. It's got to be the best feeling, right? That you're able to be at this point in your career when you create magic with an audience on stage.
Absolutely, man. It really is. I love Britt Taylor too. She's awesome. And, it is. It's a very special thing to be able to connect with an audience, and, that's my goal, is to try to give people the best possible show that I can give them, every night, whether it's a big crowd or a small crowd or whoever we're playing for. The goal is to bring the same level of, songwriting and the same level of showmanship and, band performance and all of the above.
Right. Yeah, man. Totally, Jesse. And, we've been listening to your stuff for a couple of weeks, and I was listening to Tomorrow's Good Old Days this weekend, for example. And man, I was thinking, man, as a songwriter, now that you're on a roll and you write stuff like this, or Cut Me Loose, I mean, we can talk about all of them. Don't you ever come up with the concept of how the heck am I gonna come up with the next one and the next one and the next one? If I was an artist and I come up with an LP as good as Counting the Miles, Jesse, I would be, man, I don't know if I can do that again. You know what I mean? Just it's so good.
Sure. I know what you mean. I've definitely, I have definitely thought about it like that, and I know kind of what you mean. It is, when you look at it that way, it's kind of, like a quantified, way to look at it. How many good songs do I have in me, or how many can I write or whatever. But I find the way to kind of overcome that for me is just to keep writing from inspiration, and not to sit down and try, because I've done that before. I've sat down and I've tried and I've been like, all right, I'm going to try to write a song like like this or like that. And whenever I've done that in the past, it usually ends up being something that I'm not as happy with because it's not as authentic to myself. And there's a lot of artists doing that today that are very popular right now that are playing really good music and really good musicians and they're good singers and stuff. But the songwriting, it's vapid. It has no lived in life experience like the girls had, like Waylon Jennings or Merle Haggard or the people who wrote these songs. So therefore it kind of just feels like it's just for a good time, it's not really deep. So which nothing wrong with that. That music has place, but for me, like the way that I keep writing is to try to just to kind of dig deep and write about things I care about. That feels like an endless well of inspiration to me when I do it like that.
And that's so interesting. Absolutely, Jesse. And I thank you for your time, Jesse. I know you're in the middle of your summer, and we appreciate you taking some time.
Oh no problem.
Jesse, tell my audience that doesn't know a little bit about Jodi. I mean, Jodi, obviously you guys are a great power couple, but it seems like in your story, I mean, you're at this beautiful place right now, in your art and with your audience. And Jodi's played a pivotal part in this, right? Like, just tell us about her. Tell us a little bit about how she came into your life and the magic that you guys have created together.
Of course, man. Yeah, definitely. Jodi really is the, integral part of my whole story and my career, we met in a little town in Central California called North Fork, and it was at a country music festival type of deal at this place called Bandit Town. And they've kind of closed it down now, but they used to have these really wild campouts, and it's way out in the country and pretty remote area. So these campouts would be like, just a bunch of people from all over the state would come to watch, bands like White D. Morgan and Cody Jinks and people like that to play these events.
Sure.
And, there'll be Hell's Angels there. It was like a really just crazy kind of wild outlaw kind of party. And so anyway, she was working up there as a tattoo artist. She was a tattooer before we got together. And I was playing an event up there. And we just kind of hit it off, and I got tattooed by her, and it just kind of began our relationship, as friends. And then, down the road, we got together, and we just kind of started writing songs together right off the bat. And she was looking to get more into that side of the creative things, away from the tattooing realm because it kind of changed and gotten really soft over the years, and she wanted to go into something that was a little more up her alley. And, writing songs and music was always a passion of hers. So we just kind of meshed together and did really well. And as far as songwriting goes, we were always a good fit. We've written some of my favorite songs that I've ever written together.
Yeah.
With 30.
Yeah, man, it's beautiful. I mean, talk about partner goals, Jesse, like that's what it should be for all of us, whatever we do, someone that adds value to each other, man. All right, Jesse, let me leave you with this, brother. Thank you for your time. We briefly touched, and you've talked about it a bunch, that you overcame, certain adversity in your life, man. But tell us a little bit, I mean, and it's so inspiring to see like the light that you've become now for music. Tell us a little bit about the time, Jesse, where you really said, you know what, this will change, this has to change, and it's going to change, right?
Yeah, the biggest time of them all, of those revelations. I had lots of different moments, over the years in my struggles where I was like, I need to change, but the moment where I finally decided to and kind of made the decision to put one foot in front of the other and really, stick to it was on January 7th, 2017. And that was the last time, that I used drugs or anything. And that was shortly after meeting Jodi also. So we got together, and that was kind of a big catalyst for me to put all that behind me and to focus on music. It's a full-time thing and sobriety as well.
Absolutely. Fantastic, man. Well, you said it all, Jesse Daniel. I mean, really one of the best albums of the year, Countin The Miles. You're touring nonstop throughout the year. So everybody go check out Jesse. And thank you for your time, Jesse. Really appreciate it.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe here for the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from J-Rod Concert Media.